What's up, everyone? I know it's been 2 months since I last posted a video, but with NBA playoffs coming around the corner, I can't help myself but to post all these excellent matchups that are bound to happen. So let's get right into it. You are now tuning in to episode 110 of the Idiotic Sports Talk. I'm your host, Liam Gavin, coming to you live from my dining room table. And today I want to give you all my predictions of the NBA play-in tournament. So the NBA play-in tournament bracket is posted in this video, and I will give you my winners and losers. We'll start with the first game tonight between the 7th seed Brooklyn Nets taking on the 8th seed Cleveland Cavaliers. So whoever wins this game will advance to face the number 2 seed, my Boston Celtics. It's going to be a good game, and I can't wait to give you guys my winner. So we have the Nets taking on the Cavaliers. The Nets have had their fair shares of injuries and struggles throughout the season. They have one of the worst defenses in the league, but you can't count those guys out because they have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Both of those guys could each drop 40 to 50 a night easily. And they also have a solid role players also on their team. They have a solid center with Andre Drummond. They have Seth Curry, who is a lethal shooter. And they have other pieces such as Bruce Brown, who could really impact a game. Now, on the other side of the ball, you have the Cleveland Cavaliers, who started off really hot, and they kind of slowed down. And the main reason why they slowed down is because they lost their main center, Jared Allen. He's been out with an injury since early March, and he has no timetable of when he is going to return. However, they do have a really solid point guard in Darius Garland. This guy could put up at least 20 a game and get you 10 assists, and he's pretty much been carrying the Cavs this whole season. They also have other solid players too. They have Kevin Love coming off of the bench, who's been doing really good for them. Just the other night, he put up 32 points and 10 rebounds in just 15 minutes. They also have other solid players such as Lauri Markkanen and Karis LeVert. So I see this one breaking down. I see the Nets winning this one in a close one, 117 to 110. I do see Kevin Durant at least going for 30 points. I see Kyrie getting 25. And as for the Cavs, I see Darius Garland ending with 23 points and 12 assists. As for the next game, we have the number 7 seed Timberwolves taking on the number 8 LA Clippers. So this is a good matchup too. The Wolves have been surprisingly good this year, and you could thank Patrick Beverley. He was a former Clipper, and he brought that attitude to the team of grittiness, toughness, and defense. And you've seen it rub off on all the Timberwolves players. Karl Anthony Towns, he's another guy that could get you 25 points and at least 10 to 12 boards a game. You have the second-year player, Anthony Edwards, who's also capable of getting you 20 or more points. He's recently dropped 40 points in his last few games. And they also have other solid players, too. They have a solid point guard in D'Angelo Russell. Now, on the other side of the ball, for the Clippers, they've been without Kawhi Leonard all season long, and Paul George has came back. And ever since Paul George has came back, the Clippers have been on a little win streak. And they also have another tough and gritty team, just like the Wolves. You know, they have guys like Marcus Morris. They have guys like Reggie Jackson. You know, solid role players that could really give the Clippers an edge here. It's real tough for me to pick this winner, but the winner will go on to face the number 2 seed in the West, which will be the Memphis Grizzlies. However, I'm going to roll with the Wolves here. I know a lot of people are favoriting the Clippers because they are more experienced. I just think that the Wolves are a little bit more tougher and they're a bit more hungrier. So I do like the Wolves here, 111 to 108. For tomorrow's games, we have the Hawks taking on the Charlotte Hornets. So the Hawks are the 9 seed in the East, while the Hornets are the 10. And the Hawks have been led by Trae Young, who has been having a fantastic season. Great shooter, could get you at least 30 a game, and his passing is next level. He could get you 10 to 15 assists easily, and they also have really solid role players, such as Clint Capella, their center. He's a walking double-double. They have Bogdan Bogdanovic coming off the bench. He could get you 15 a game and is a solid shooter. And they just have other players that have been stepping up, like DeAndre Hunter. Let me think. John Collins, I don't know if he'll be playing, but he's been solid all season long as well. And then you take a look at the Charlotte Hornets, who in the last 15 games they're 11-4, led by the second-year point guard LaMelo Ball, who's another phenomenal scorer and passer. And then they also have a great shooter in Terry Rozier. They have Miles Bridges as well, and they're just catching fire at the right time. It's a real tough decision for me to pick. I think this could be the best game of the whole play-in tournament, but I'm going to roll with the Hawks here. I feel like they're a little bit more experienced in the playoffs than the Charlotte Hornets are. So for those reasons, I want to take the Hawks here, 127-118. For the final game, we have the, excuse me, we have the 9th seed New Orleans Pelicans taking on the 10th seed Spurs, the San Antonio Spurs. The winner of this will face the 1 seed in the West, which happens to be, I'm sorry, no, they won't. The winner of this will face the loser of the 7 and 8 game. But so we have the Pelicans and the Spurs playing. The Pelicans have strung along a nice little run. It's been led by CJ McCollum, the former Trailblazer. He could get you at least 25 points per game. They have another solid scorer with Brandon Ingram, who could also get you 20 to 25. And they have a walking double-double in their center, Jonas Valanciunas. And on the other side of the ball, for the Spurs, they're coached by one of the best coaches all time, Greg Popovich. And they have a young point guard who not a lot of people I feel like have been giving recognition to in DeJounte Murray. This guy could easily get you a triple-double every night, and his play style is just phenomenal. His defense is great, and a lot of people have been sleeping on him. And, they need to pay attention to him because he is one of the young up-and-coming point guards in the league who's ready to make some noise. And they have other solid players, too. They have Devin Vassell, they have Keldon Johnson, and they have a nice center in Jakob Poeltl. This is also a really tricky matchup to pick, but I think I'm going to go with the Spurs because they have Greg Popovich as their coach. He knows what to do in situations like this. So give me the Spurs to win here, 121-114. So those are all my play-in predictions. You have the winner of the 7 and 8 game going to face the 2 seed Celtics, and whoever wins the 9 and 10 seed will face the loser of the 7 and 8 game. That's how the play-in tournament works. It started last year. I don't know how long they're going to continue it for, but we shall see. All I know is that playoff basketball is really close, and I can't wait to put more videos out of who I think is going to win each series. So thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram, and do what you can to like, share, and promote my page. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.